let's talk about 5 ways that new sellers get their Amazon account suspended that literally nobody is talking about. I get a message every day from somebody who gets their account suspended for one of these reasons. And the fact is, a lot of these reasons are not common sense. They're just things that tick Amazon off. For some reason, we have no clue. So unless somebody tells you that this is not okay, you're so likely to make those mistakes because they're just crazy reasons Amazon's throwing out there. So the first thing that could get your Amazon account suspended is changing your bank account information. When you change your bank account info, it often triggers a suspension. Not a suspension for changing your bank account info, but it will give you a different kind of suspension. It will trigger an authentic claim suspension typically. So there's really no way to get around it. It's just from talking to the experts in the suspension field, they really just don't recommend you change your bank account info. Unless absolutely possible, don't do it because it's so likely to trigger another kind of suspension. They're just totally unrelated, but for some reason it does that. The second thing that gets people suspended all the time, just had some guy talk to me about it yesterday, is buying products from China and selling them on somebody else's listing. Okay, because when you buy products from China and sell them on somebody else's listing, I'm not talking about your own listing, your own brand. If you're trying to buy Nikes from China, you're trying to buy any kind of branded product from China and sell them on somebody else's listing, there is a 100% chance that these are fake products. And so when you do that, you're so likely to get a counterfeit product claim because guess what? They're fake. Doesn't matter. The guy yesterday, he's like, well, dude, he bought 100 units from China. He's like, dude, they look so real. They have the perfect tags on them. They gotta be real. And I'm like, man, no, they're fake. They're 100% fake. You're in a really, really tough position right now. So don't do that. Only buy from China if you're selling your own brand on your own listing. The third thing that people often do to get their account suspended is starting a new account. Amazon makes it very clear you're only allowed to have one account. And if you have 2, you're going to get both accounts suspended if Amazon can trace the 2 together. So if they have the same bank account info, same address, even if you're accessing on the same IP address. That's one tip. If you have an account on an IP address and your brother has an account on the same IP address, very likely that you'll get your account suspended. I wish I knew how to deal with that, but I could just tell you that it is going to happen. If you and a brother have an account and you access them from home, you're going to get them suspended. So there is a way to actually get another account through Amazon without doing any black hat methods, but that requires you get Amazon's approval. And what I've heard from actual employees of Amazon is that even if you get 2 accounts the right way, if one gets suspended, both will get suspended at the same time. So there's no way to really go around getting suspensions unless you're using a lot of black hat tactics, which essentially means things Amazon doesn't approve of. The next way to get your account suspended is by drop shipping products, okay? There are a few people who do really good jobs of drop shipping on Amazon, but there are so many people who do an awful job and get their account suspended within a month because of really high order cancel rates, really high defect rates. Because from my experience doing arbitrage, if you buy something from Walmart.com and then ship that straight to the end customer, the problem is that so many times, okay, let's back up. Let's paint a scenario here. If somebody buys something from you on Amazon, you actually buy it from Walmart and ship it straight to them, your Amazon customer. Now the problem is Walmart doesn't have the same level of customer service Amazon does. So they are so much more likely to just cancel orders on you, to send you defective broken product, or to send you product late. They say they'll take 2 days, but maybe they take 5. That almost never happens on Amazon, but is very common for a lot of these other websites you can drop ship from. So, like the guy who messaged me 2 days ago, he had an 11% order cancel rate because his suppliers, his dropship partners, had canceled so many orders on him. That seems a little extreme, but that's the kind of stuff that happens, okay? One time I ordered some calculators from Staples that were super discounted, and I get 3 messages saying all 3 of my orders were canceled because they were out of inventory. Imagine if I had sold that inventory to a final customer and those orders had got canceled on me. I'd have to cancel them on my end customer, and that would look incredibly bad on my order metrics. So the last reason, and it's related to drop shipping, that you can get your account suspended is by listing products you don't own. When you list a product, we need a little background here. The most common type of suspension is called an inauthentic claim suspension. What it really means is that Amazon wants to see your invoices and your receipts for that product. It doesn't actually mean they think you have counterfeit product. There's a counterfeit claim for that. They just want to see your receipts. The problem is, the second that you list something, even if you've never sold it, Amazon could still throw you in an inauthentic claim suspension for it. So I list a Barbie car. I don't own any. I was just trying to see if I could list it, and I for some reason decided to actually just list it completely. Amazon could throw me an inauthentic claim suspension for it, and if they do that, I have no receipts, I have no invoices, I have nothing because I never actually purchased the product. So it's best first to check, see if you can list the product. As long as you can, then purchase the product, and once you purchase the product, then actually list it, okay? And then in the small chance that you actually get some kind of claim against you, you are ready to do that. I've got a lot of people asking me, what do? I don't have any receipts for this stuff because I never actually purchased it. This is the best way to get around that. Now, if you have got suspended for stuff that you've never bought, my lawyer friend CJ, who specializes in this stuff, recommends that you go ahead and tell Amazon, prove to them that you could have gotten the product if needed, that you had some access to the product. That way you could show that you actually had access to it, but also explain to them that you never purchased it, that you had plans of purchasing it. So those are the 5 ways that can get your account suspended as a new seller. A lot don't make sense. If you did get your account suspended, I do have a letter, my actual suspension letter that I wrote. I'll put a link to it up here and in the description, because you will want to see how I got myself unsuspended if you've gotten yourself suspended. With that, thank you for joining, and go hit the subscribe button and check out the rest of my channel.